The luxury wrist watch is the ultimate example of a highly personal, wearable, and portable object of value which not only can last an entire lifetime, but can even be handed down to the next generation. From the Rolex and Jaeger LeCoultre to Audemars Piguet, the most luxurious watch brands produce timepieces that make their owners feel part of an exclusive club. So in this video, we are going to tell you about the 10 luxury watch brands you should know about. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to never miss out on any of our videos. Number 10, Blancpain. Blancpain was founded 286 years ago, making it older than America. One of the reasons why Blancpain is so special is because of the intricate movements the brand creates. In 1991, Blancpain unveiled the 1735 Grand Complication. The watch was one of the most complex watches ever made, as it had a tourbillon, split seconds chronograph, perpetual calendar, and minute repeater, all in a 41mm case. Only 30 pieces were ever made, and because of this complexity and rarity, the watch now sells for $800,000. The company was founded in Switzerland as a small brand on the top floor of the founder's house. Generation by generation, the company grew and modernized to keep up with the times. Blancpain survived the Industrial Revolution and 2 world wars, continuing to develop innovative watches. Number 9, Grand Seiko. Grand Seiko is the new kid on the block in comparison to the other watchmakers on this list, as it was founded in 1960. The brand comes from Japan. Traditionally, Swiss-made watches are seen as superior to Japanese-made watches, but in recent years, Grand Seiko has gained a new reputation for beautiful design as well as fantastic precision and engineering. One example of this mechanical mastery would be when Grand Seiko entered the 1968 Swiss Observatory Chronometer Trials and managed to get the award for the best mechanical watch that year. Now Seiko was dominating the more affordable end of the market, and Grand Seiko was beating the Swiss at their own game. Today, Grand Seiko is best known for its Snowflake watch, which has an ornately finished white dial and a spring drive, a movement that uses both mechanical parts and quartz together to create an amazingly smooth seconds hand. Number 8, Rolex. Everybody knows Rolex today is a milestone of success, a symbol of exclusivity. But the design and movements inside Rolex watches are arguably more impressive than their stellar reputation. Originally, Rolex created 2 watches for people working under extreme conditions, such as the Submariner, which has a helium escape valve so divers don't have to worry about pressure change damaging their watch when diving. Although Rolex aren't used as much as tools anymore, the attitude of putting function alongside style has remained, making the watches even more desirable. Something about the original watches being designed for professionals, masters of their field, helps connect Rolex to the idea of success and progress more than some other brands. Number 7, Jaeger LeCoultre. Jaeger LeCoultre is considered to be the biggest brand. This is because of the brand's supply to movements for Audemars Piguet, Patek Philippe, and Vacheron Constantin. However, the company has a lot of horological pedigree on its own without even considering their movements in other brands. JLC is known for advanced engineering and precision. This is because one of the founders, Antoine Lecoultre, invented Milan-Meter, a device that can measure a micron. This measuring device was used in the production of JLC watches to make them even more precise than the competition, because they could measure parts of their movement more precisely. Now JLC is best known for their Reverso line, a watch that can flip over in its case, either revealing a blink back or a second watch face on the other side. Number 6, Breguet. A strong case could be made Breguet is the most influential watch brand in the world. This is because of the multiple significant innovations the brand has brought to watchmaking since it was founded in 1775. Breguet created the first anti-shock case known as the Pare Chute, and also Breguet Overcoil and the Tourbillon, a piece of watchmaking history that is still used in the highest quality watches today as a mark of quality and craftsmanship. Number 5, Tag Heuer. Tag Heuer is an exceptional piece renowned worldwide for its beauty and excellent craftsmanship. The modern brand is the most affordable and youth-oriented in its parent company LVMH's stable of watchmakers. but it produces its own in-house movements and some higher-end pieces as well. One of the best watch brands for sports, TAG Heuer has the ability to traverse across different styles and budgets. Founded by Eduard Heuer in 1860, the brand quickly became known for its chronographs. President Harry Truman had a gold Heuer chronograph in his watch collection. Its current catalog ranges between heritage models for collectors and more modern watches aimed more at first-time buyers. Number 4, Bremont. Inspired by aviation, the Bremont Watch Company is based in Britain but have expanded their brand and production across the world. Bremont has been leading the charge in British watchmaking across the world ever since brothers Nick and Giles English crashed their vintage plane in a French farmer's field. That alone should give you some indication of what Bremont is all about. The brand's contemporary models maintain the same rugged masculine aesthetic, and their signature triptych case encapsulates their tagline nicely: tested beyond endurance. They're no longer as well priced as once they were, making them ideal for picking up on the pre-owned market, but they'll definitely stand the test of time, literally. Many of Bremont's special edition releases are available exclusively to those who served on the same aircraft or warship that the watch is commemorating. Number 3, Audemars Piguet. Audemars Piguet, or AP, is a member of the big three Swiss watch brands. Being part of this illustrious group brings expectations of fascinating horological history, as well as remarkable finishing and innovative movements. The company began creating complicated watches in the late 19th century and soon began to amass a niche of watch enthusiasts who appreciated the complex complications their watches included. Over the last century and a half, the company has grown and developed in some ways, but many things have stayed the same. The company still constantly challenges and innovates. Today, AP is probably best known for its Royal Oak. This utilitarian, angular watch has graced the wrist of some of the biggest artists and sportsmen in the world, such as Drake and Stephen Curry. The watch was designed by Gerald Genta, one of the most famous watch designers of the 1970s. For the company, the Royal Oak was a huge risk. Mechanical watchmaking was under huge threat from the quartz crisis. Quartz watches were cheaper and more reliable than mechanical watches, and this meant mechanical watches were no longer useful items for timekeeping alone. AP realized that if they didn't change their strategy, they would soon go out of business, and so called Gerald Genta to design a sporty watch for all occasions. Like many great pieces of art, the Royal Oak was initially disliked, but eventually people began appreciating its bold design, and today it is AP's best-selling watch. Number 2, Patek Philippe is probably the watch brand that comes to mind when people think about the top end of luxury Swiss watches. A reputation that is definitely deserved. Patek Philippe is another member of the big three watchmakers because of its horological history and high standards for quality. The most famous Patek today is the Nautilus, also designed by Gerald Genta, the designer of the Royal Oak. The Nautilus is known for its oval or case shape, which is instantly recognizable to any watch enthusiast. This watch is so popular that one model initially sold for $34,000 is now being sold on watch forums for $130,000. Patek put unparalleled time and focus into each of their watches. This is why it takes roughly 9 months to produce one watch, and the company has produced less than 1 million watches since it was founded in 1839. Vacheron Constantin. Vacheron Constantin is the final member of the big three on the list. Recently, both Patek Philippe and the Audemars Piguet have discontinued their most popular models to avoid their brand being distilled to one watch in the eye of the public. Vacheron Constantin doesn't have this issue. They are known by the watch community to have fantastic pieces ranging from sporty to dressy. The Swiss company also has a prestigious history ranging back to 1755. Vacheron is known as an innovative company, being the company that created the very first watch complication in 1790, the first non-magnetic timepiece in 1885, and creating the world's most complicated mechanical watch ever in 2015. Vacheron has recently made waves with the release of the Historique 1921 watch, so perhaps they're beginning to get the appreciation they deserve. Let us know your opinion in the comments section below. This was all for today. Hope you liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Stay safe, and we will be back soon with another video.